Hey, it's Victor back again with another SEO video. So today I want to describe something that I think is super important for everybody to know. So I want to describe the difference between the two major disciplines of SEO. So in the world of SEO, a lot of it can be divided into people who work on maps ranks, as well as people who are working on organic ranks. So two very different platforms that provide these types of ranks, but they do have a very interesting relationship with each other. So that relationship is very intricate. It's always changing, especially on the Maps platform. But I'm going to try to break it down a little bit and tell you at least about the overall concepts to describe the difference, as well as to describe how they actually work hand in hand. So I'm looking at, I have two different pages open here. So one, this is obviously the Maps platform. The other, it is your typical search engine results page, mostly showing you all the organic ranks. Now, we all know what the map pack is. Most people should already know what it is. Doing any sort of like commercial search term for not even just law firms, but any type of service, especially a local one, will prompt the map pack to be displayed first. So nowadays, the map pack rank, the maps rank in general, is regarded as the most lucrative by most people, by most marketers, most law firms, and even other business categories as well. It's lucrative because it provides visibility around the area of the given office. So it's just highly targeted as far as your location, and it's just very unique in that type of way because there's nothing else that can give you highly targeted and local visibility like the Maps platform can. So one of our major focuses on our campaigns is obviously going to be to acquire different map pack ranks, basically increasing the maps ranks until you become the top 3 and you end up taking the map pack for that given search term. So, that's super valuable because it shows up first, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So now, what is the difference between these and everything down here? Well, this is just a little snippet from the Maps platform, right? It gives you a window, look into it, and then if you click it, all of a sudden, there are all of your Maps ranks. And here are the pages for your Maps ranks. It's also referred to by marketers as local rank. I like to just call it Maps rank. There's a lot of other terminology that can kind of conflict if you refer to it by local rank. So I try to keep it simple by calling it the Maps rank. But if you're talking about being page 1 on Maps, this would be page 1. The top 3 get the map pack. And page 1 on organics would be basically everything over here. Let me back this up so I can get the right result. Looking at Austin, Texas right now. Okay, so all of these are the organic results, and then down here, these pages are the different pages of the organic results. So there's the distinction, just to understand, where to go to manually check this. And basically, what you should know about the organic ranks is you can build a different page on your law firm website for different major search queries. So maybe it's injury law firm. Another one that's that falls underneath the same category and that can be done with the same page is personal injury lawyer, personal injury attorney, law. All of these are essentially can be done with the same page, right? Now that's pretty cool, and that does give you one placement on here, just like these guys have. But you can also go in there and do medical malpractice, and you can have a medical malpractice page And then that page, basically, what you should understand there is you have the personal injury page, you have the medical malpractice page. Those can be targeted towards different organic search queries. So the medical malpractice page, you can use that to rank for a bunch of these key terms right here. Now, it's a little bit more competition off of the given search result, because as opposed to just the 3 choices right here, over here it's serving you it's serving you a whole lot more different law firms. And then also another thing is the only thing that you have to really sell your result to try to get the clicks is just the meta title, the title that you use for that page, and then the meta description that you use for that page. Now, this pretty much means that there are many more ranks that you can work on the organic side as opposed to map side. The map side, thinking about the map pack only gets prompted, so you only get this when you do a very common, a very high volume search. So if you were to do something way more specific and very niche, then you actually, a lot of times you don't even get the map pack to show up. So just trying to understand that, and then trying to think about the different ranks that you might want to target. There's just a whole lot more search queries, especially niche ones, that you can acquire and get visibility from and get phone calls from if you're working on the organic side. And that's a little bit of a distinction. Let me know if you need more info about those few things that I just said, because now I want to describe the way that they actually come hand in hand. So let's say you want to work on your maps rank, and let's say you're going for a super competitive search term in a big city like Austin, Texas, like personal injury in Austin, Texas. Let's say, you do all the typical work, all your on page, you fill out your GMB listing, you optimize it fully, you do all sorts of great practices like uploading tons of pictures, uploading tons of optimized posts, so on and so forth, but you're still not getting any sort of traction because the competition is just way too tough and everybody else has way more mentions than you do. So what do you do when you can't get that maps visibility? Well, something that you should understand is if you have organic ranks for something like injury law firm, let's say you've been ranked for an entire year on page 1 for injury law firm in your large city. Now, you're going to get clicks, you're going to get a bunch of traffic, and Google's going to see this. If they see this, over months or even an entire year, there's a whole lot of information right there that is showing Google that you are not only relevant for that search term that people are searching for, but people are clicking on your website. And of course, you're ranked, you're on page 1. You have authority for that key term. So let's say you didn't even have a GMB listing, so you weren't on the Maps platform at all. And you go to make a brand new one. And you're in the situation where you've always ranked for this given search term. As soon as you build that GMB listing, as soon as you properly optimize the website and the GMB, without going too deep into the off-page work, into the backlinking, you're already going to be provided at least a little bit of visibility for that given rank that that given organic rank that you've already been getting traffic and clicks from. Google sees it, it ties everything together, all the different entities that form your business. So you do kind of get credit for it. So just kind of understanding that concept of having an organic rank and then kind of giving it some time as well, that can start to provide a higher amount of visibility now over on the map side. So, and this can get super intricate depending on what situation you're in, how many links you've built, but as a huge oversimplification, if you have strong organic ranks, you are going to get a huge benefit onto your maps ranks for those same given key terms. And that's pretty much it. And that's as much as I'll explain here, because everything else, it gets super specific into the situation. Everything else gets a little bit confusing. So let me know, if you want some more clarification on anything that I mentioned. But the biggest takeaway from this, I would say, is that you should always work on your campaign holistically. You can't just work on the maps rank. Honestly, you're missing out on so many opportunities if you're just focusing on maybe just building links to everything underneath the GMB, versus if you do that and you're building links to your website that are matching up with everything that you're doing on the map side. That's pretty much the takeaway. But thanks for watching the whole video. Let me know what you think.